Hi guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on another video. Today we're going to do my month of September monthly closeout. If you're new here, my name's Stephanie and I have a family of 5. It's myself, my husband, and our 3 boys, and we live in the state of Florida. Our primary goals are to pay off debt, build up our savings, and just take care of the expenses that come along with having a home and children and animals and things like that. So if you're not already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. And let's go ahead and get into the numbers. So for the month of September, we brought in a total of $10,122.83. Yes. So Brian brought in $5,000, which was about $600 more than we were anticipating for him. I brought in $42.79. I got a PTO payout at work, which has never happened before. We are not allowed to cash out our PTO. We have to use it or roll it or lose it. There's only so many hours we can roll over every year. So this was the first time I've ever gotten a payout of like my old PTO. So that was welcome. So I brought in $42.79. We did sell some eggs. We got $52 worth of egg sales. We do have 12 laying hens, and we sell the eggs for $3 a dozen. We earned $14.14 between our high yield savings account and our checking account interest for the month, and $177.69 for YouTube/business income from like Ko-fi. So that gives us a total of $10,122.83. Oh, no, I forgot the bonus, $600 for banking bonuses. So Brian and I both got a payout from First Horizon that we were doing for banking bonuses. So between the two of us, we put $600 into our joint account from those banking bonuses. And if you're not familiar with a banking bonus, I do have a video on my channel. I'll link it right here that talks about, how to find the best banking bonuses for you. But essentially, it's just signing up for checking accounts and doing the things that they require you to do in order for them to deposit a banking bonus into the account that you opened with them. So it's like free money for creating checking accounts. So all of that gives us a total of $10,122.83. All right, so for our bills, our mortgage, we paid $1,840. That's our standard payment. Our FPL, which is just our light bill, we don't pay for sewer or water because we have a well and a septic system. Our light bill was $155.15. Kinetic is our internet, so that was $17.49. Our AT&T cell phone plan, it was $152.19 for 4 lines. Instant Ink, we paid $22.13, so we did sign up for the annual plan for Instant Ink, but we also had to pay the last monthly installment for Instant Ink. So the two of them together ended up being $22.13, but we won't have to worry about it again until next September. Netflix was less. I dropped us down to the ads plan, so now we're paying $8.76 for Netflix. Our solar panels were $225.19, and y'all tell me why. The company we have our solar panels financed with is in bankruptcy. And we still got to pay, okay? I'm mad about it. But yeah, the company we have our loan with, I got several emails about them going into bankruptcy, that the court approved the bankruptcy, and, who our payment is through now and all of the things. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with the solar. Maybe because the credits are getting ready to run out. I think they ended them with the One Big Beautiful Plan, or maybe they were going to end anyways, but I think in December the solar credits end. So maybe just people aren't getting solar, or they're realizing that they can hook it up themselves and just buy the panels on Amazon and not pay $50,000 to have a company come out and put solar panels on their house. So regardless, I still have a payment. So it's $225.19. We tied $50. We paid $36.40 for insurance or life insurance. This was only my life insurance because Brian's came out September 3rd, which was part of our August budget. Our Navy Federal Credit Union credit card, we paid $127.49. That was the payoff, so we don't owe anything on this credit card anymore. Our ViStar credit card, we paid $236.51. Our Avon credit card, we paid $950. So that's amazing. That's $400 more than we planned on. We paid about $100 more than we planned on the ViStar card. My student loan, we paid the typical $138. Brian's truck, $724.56, and my van, $696.30. And then we did go ahead and start paying on the medical bills. We have multiple bills that add up to like $3,300. So I paid a little bit to the hospital bill, a little bit to our pediatrician, and a little bit to like a specialist bill we had. So $55 is what we ended up sending to take care of all those little payments. So our total expenses as far as bills and debt go were $5,435.17. All right, so for variable expenses for cars, I'm happy to report we only spent $436.61, which is amazing. September was the first month that I started taking a day off per week at work. I travel 66 miles to work. It's an hour and 10 minutes with no traffic. And I do that 4 days a week normally, but I've been taking like one day off a week as a mental health day. You know, it's like mentally and physically taxing to drive that far for work. So since I have the PTO, I've been taking a day off and it's been so helpful. I feel so much better. So I work from home on Fridays and then commute 3 days a week now instead of 4 days a week. So it really helped our gas budget. We were way under at $436.61. For groceries, I'm so mad. I'm so mad at this because every month, you guys know I've been coming in under the $1,200 budget that we normally set for groceries. So I was like, okay, since we're always under budget, I'm going to lower it to $1,150, trying to like make it more realistic. And then what happens? $1,200.06 is what we spent in the month of September. So that's just hilarious to me. Like as soon as I lower it, we're hitting it $1,200. Okay. So I think we'll probably need to keep it at $1,200. I did lower it for October to $1,150 also. So I guess we'll see what happens. We are going on vacation, but it's only going to be like 2 days. So I don't think it's going to help our grocery budget very much, but we'll see what happens. For eating out, Brian and I went to Longhorn one night. I left my gift cards at home, so we ended up having to pay the full bill of $100.44. For our home category, $538.94. So let me get out my notes so we can talk about why we spent so much. If I can find it. Here we go. Okay, so our air conditioner went out in the month of September. So why is the air conditioner always breaking in the summer? My air conditioner's never gone out in the winter. Like I've never been without heat my entire life. The air conditioner always goes out in the summertime. So it was $110 for a service fee and then $232.80 to replace the high pressure switch on our air conditioner. That was what was wrong with it. So that was a bummer. We spent $19.26 on chlorine to fill up 2 jugs. And then I got like a new Clorox toilet wand system and a long handled scrubbing thing. So I don't have to like get down in the tub and bend over and scrub the tub. That was $22.81. And then we bought a auger for digging holes for $154.07. So that is how we spent $538.94. We didn't spend anything in blow money. For Homestead, we spent $50.37, and that's just for 3 bags of chicken feed. For kids, we spent $43.54 between things that they wanted and needed. Some of this money went to like their UTMAs. And some of it just went to like frivolous things that they wanted. For clothes, this is another big one. My husband needed like all the clothes in the month of September. So he got new work pants, new work shirts, and new undershirts. And then I think my older two boys got new underwear. So that was $167.49. $2.93 for a medication refill, and then $12.34 for unbudgeted. I got like 6 stamps for $4 and some change, and then $7 and some change was like a discrepancy in my budget. Like I couldn't figure out why my bank account and my app weren't saying the same amount, so I just took the $7 out of unbudgeted and put it in unbudgeted, I guess, to make my bank account and my app match. So that's a total of $2,552.72 for our variable expenses. Last but certainly not least is our sinking funds and savings, which we did a really good job of bulking up this month also with the extra income we had. So for Christmas, we planned on putting away $100, but we put away $200. For our variable expenses, we were planning to put $38.20. We put $250. Subscriptions, we planned $80 and put away $80. Vacation, we planned $125 and put $431.28. It's like a super odd amount because we had to pay $161.28. I believe that was the amount to Legoland. For our vacation, there was like a difference between what we originally paid up front and like a change we had to make based on what they're doing for park hours when we go. So, and then the rest of it like went into our sinking fund for vacation, so that when we go, we have spending money. For our car insurance, we put in $250. For our property taxes, we put in $125. Income taxes, we put in $145. Month ahead, we put in $75. Projects, we put in $545.93. And our emergency fund, we put in $25. So we put in $2,127.21, and we were only planning on putting in $818.20. So I would say that that is a pretty good month. We paid like $600 more in debt, and we also put a lot more money towards our savings and sinking funds. So I'm super proud of us. Once again, the home category ate me alive like it always does. So I'm just going to let it do whatever it wants to do at this point. Like, I'm just so grateful that we don't have to or haven't had to pull money out of like our sinking funds to cover when things like this happen. Like, we had enough income that we were able to cash flow it, and we, spent less in certain categories like gas that helped us, put that difference to the overages. So all in all, I mean, it was a month. I'm glad it's over with. So yeah, let me know down in the comments below how your month of September went. Happy fall, y'all. It is not feeling very cool here in Florida. It is certainly wet. We must be, what is that? Imelda, she didn't stick around, but it just seems like we're getting this tropical low, I guess, over Florida, and it's raining every day. So I think over the next 5 days, they're expecting like 3 to 4 inches in our area. So I just wanted to cool off a little bit. So hopefully the rain moves out and clears up before we go down to Winter Haven next week for someone's birthday. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.